What's up, riders? Old man Ronin here. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today I thought we'd do a continuation of our Scenic Ride series on the Pathfinder routes in Licking County, Ohio, east of Columbus. It's going to be a lot of fun, except it's going to be cold. We're starting in temperatures from the upper 30s to the low 40s and a lot of fog. You know, that's what you get in Ohio in October. I mean, we went slightly 3 or 4 weeks ago in the high 90s all the way down to this. But it's going to be fun nonetheless, and we're going to have a great time exploring Licking County. You like how I did that? Stay tuned.
This is actually the next day from the intro. It was so foggy and cold yesterday, and I don't mean about the cold, but it was so foggy yesterday that it really wasn't conducive to do a scenic ride. So I decided to do the cold weather riding instead, but then by that time it actually sunned up. And if you watched that video, you know I had some mechanical issues and with the camera, and then some issues with myself that I erased all the footage from the first couple shootings. So it actually been better because this is going to be a longer video with the Bitten Bridle, and it's a much prettier day. So you can see how gorgeous the day is so far. I mean, it's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's 34 degrees. Yeah. Well, at least it was at the house. I think the internet said it was 36 in Newark General, Licking County. So, but at my house it was 34. Yeah, nice brisk morning to do a nice motorcycle ride, don't you think? But I mean, look at this scenery. If you're dressed properly, it's nothing. I'm not cold a bit. I've got my, I'm going to do another shameless promo. I've got my HWK ADV Adventure Touring outfit on today, and it doesn't let any wind whatsoever in, and it is awesome, and it's inexpensive. I don't like to use the word cheap because that usually means poor quality. This is not cheap. This is inexpensive. What a beautiful little town this is. All the shops and restaurants. And you see the sign there saying where it begins. We're going to pull off over here and visit a place called Knuckleheads. Which is right here. This is Knuckleheads, one of the Ride United passport stops. Come on in here and get your passport stamped and continue on your way as you're entering for prizes after you've completed all 5 of the routes. Yeah, there's plenty to do here in this little town. They've got a little bike path that runs from actually goes from Newark all the way up to Johnstown, and it's pretty fun. I've actually done that bike path with my bicycle, so it's a lot of fun. But we're coming up to Broadway again, and that's where the actual beginning of the Bitten Bridle starts. So we've had a long introduction, don't you think? And we're turning left here on Broadway. And you see the sign there. Just a quaint little town. College town. Denison University's here. And you can see the Bitten Bridle's taking a right-hand turn here. Raccoon Valley Road. And you'll notice quite a few horse farms, hence the name of the trail. And we're turning right on Hard Scramble Road. And it's a chip and sealer, so be prepared. And you have turned left on North Bridge. You know, one of the cool things about this trail, or these Pathfinder series, is you get a chance to spend a really cool Sunday afternoon ride and get yourself involved in the community as well too. You support the United Way, visit some of these independent restaurants and places, and just have a fun day. Sunday, Saturday, any of the day of the week you want to do this, and you get to see some beautiful fall foliage and some fantastic views and have a good time with the family or by yourself. This is one of the other stops. It's called the Hawk's Nest Pub, and it's another place to get your passport stamped, so we'll be right back. That was good. Like I say, you can go into the bar, or if it's not quite open, the convenience store there, you can get your book stamped there as well. So we're going to continue on the trail, but we're going to make a little detour off of the Bitten Bridle down here to our left. This is the cute little town of Alexandria. It's very small. Reminds me of the town that I grew up in. We had one light, and that was put in after I was an adult. And we're going to turn left here on Liberty. And I thought I'd bring you to the Lobdell Reserve. It's a part of the Licking County Parks District, and there's lots of trails and the such. And it's well worth it. It's right close to the Bitten Bridle as well too, outside of Alexandria on that Liberty Street. So just want to roll you back in here and take a look. And like I said, there's lots of trails and lots of things to do here at the Lobdell Reserve. And if you're coming back from the Lobdell trail, you want to turn left on 37 or Main Street. What a beautiful day. Now we're going to be taking a right here on Morris Road, and pay very good attention to the road name because there's no Pathfinder sign on it. I went by it already, and I had to dig out a map, which is a pain in the butt on a motorcycle. But right here is Morris Road, and you want to turn right, and there is no Pathfinder sign on it if you're coming from Granville. I'm looking behind me, and there is if you're coming from the north, from Johnstown, there is a sign to turn left there to go back towards Alexandria. So if you're start in Johnstown, the signage is okay. If you're coming out of Granville, you're going to have to watch and read your map before you start, because there's a couple signs missing. I'll try to point them out to you. Well, you can tell you're in horse country when there's horse trailers passing you on the highway. And we're coming up here on to our left. It's called Lynd Farms, and it's a really large fruit farm in central Ohio. And they got lots of stuff you can pick your own and things of that nature, similar to the place at Legend Hills we were at on the Glacial, except it's a little bit bigger. So we're going to stop in there for a half a second. And this is another place to get your passport punched. And we'll be right back. Well, here we go. That's the Lynd Fruit Farm. And we keep going through this light here. Beautiful countryside. The leaves are just starting to turn now. I mean, Another week or two, if we don't get any really heavy wind, it's going to be gorgeous. And we're turning right on Mink Street. Then we're going to cross back under 161 again. We went over it the last time. Now we're going under it. And it looks like we're going to make a right-hand turn here on Jug Street. And it looks like we're going to turn left here. This is 310. And we're going to turn left here again. This is Duncan Plains. Notice the corn dropped over there? Ooh, and we're going to be turning left onto Green Chapel. Beautiful horse farm there. Wow. Somebody got the lottery. And this is Clover Valley. And this is on US 62. Which I grew up on, believe it or not. Not down here though. And we're going to be coming into Johnstown here. This is where the glacial pass stopped. And this is where this one stops and or starts. And we're going to make one more stop for a passport stamping place. And it's right down here called the 62 Barbecue. It'll be on your left-hand side. Or your right-hand side. Depends on which way you're going. And this is the final stop for your passport on this trail. Again, 62 Barbecue. Let's go inside. Well, there you go. 62 Barbecue. The final place to get, or the first place, or the final place to get your book stamped, your passport book stamped. And we're coming into Johnstown officially, even though the city limits are back there, but the village itself is right up here. And as you can see, this is where the Bitten Bridle ends, right down here at the corner of 37 and 62. So you can see the sign right there. Such a cute little town. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. There's another one of our series of scenic rides, in particular the Pathfinder series. This was the Bitten Bridle, and I'm really highlighting these first because of the United Way and the fact that they're doing the Ride United, which I encourage everyone in the area and beyond to take part in. It's a great cause, and it's a fun way to celebrate social distancing. If there is such a thing as celebrating social distancing. You can get in your car and your motorcycle and you can ride these different trails and have a chance to win prizes and also support a great cause, the United Way. Well, until next time, make sure you give us a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, that way you know when I release another video. Make sure that you share, that all helps the channel as well, and also comment. I read all the comments and I comment on almost all the comments. Until next time, ride safe and keep her on two wheels, baby.